Hello there, and welcome to the Marketing SOS Show. I'm your host, Eric Yee, and on the Marketing SOS Show, I take questions from you, the audience, and help you tackle whatever marketing problems that you're facing in your own business or in your career. And this week is no different. We have a question from Dylan, looking at finding additional revenue in assets you already have. In this particular case, looking at monetizing your website using banners and Google ad placements, and whether or not that's appropriate in all situations. So let's get to Dylan's question right after this. Dylan writes, "Hi Eric, is it bad for an online IT-based products market to publish banner ads? In my opinion, it is bad for an online shop selling IT-based products like computer programs, plugins, and other things to take and publish advertisements. For example, adding Google ad banners on its blog. There won't be any ads in the general marketplace. I don't think it is professional for my company to try to make ad revenue on our website. But is it really bad and harmful to brand credit? Or can it be acceptable?" Well, Dylan, this is a good question and one that is interesting. You have to strike the right balance, and it largely depends on your audience and the goals of your website. What are you trying to accomplish with it? I could see both arguments bearing fruit here. It could be completely fine depending on your niche and your business goals. So that's what I would ask you first, is to evaluate internally. What are the goals of your website? What are you trying to do with it? From the limited information I have in this email, it sounds like you operate a website that sells a variety of computer software in a marketplace kind of environment, kind of, maybe not like Amazon, where you can go in and search for different products. You probably have a much more narrowed scope than that, but you offer solutions to customers in the software space. Now, if this is me, my focus would be on getting conversions on that software. Ads like Google AdSense could take people off your website to other destinations, likely decreasing your conversion rate and eventually impacting your sales. Now, it might be great, that new ad banner revenue initiative is up, making some good clicks through those ads, but if they're taking away from your primary goal, your conversion, that's definitely not what you want to do. Now, you mentioned it'd be on the blog, nothing in the marketplace itself. Now, in this instance, you could and should promote your own products on your blog. And advertisements can work just fine here. So you can do blog posts that are about your products and insert product links in there. Now, for even pages or on other blog posts that aren't related to your products, you can have banners and advertisements, but they would point to your products in your marketplace. And in your marketplace, is it just your products you're selling, or do you have products from other partners and other companies as well? If you do, so say you have a marketplace where you sell Microsoft Office, some Adobe products, whatever the products may be. If they're not just your own proprietary products, you could even offer to sell ad space to those other companies, so that way their products are promoted or featured above their competitors. This works well because it keeps all the advertising directed on your website and not going off to some other marketplace or another website where they're going to forget about the product they were originally intending to buy with you. Now, other than the two situations I just mentioned, I don't think it's appropriate. It will likely take away from your business goals while giving you a small bump in ad revenue. Now, it could work depending on the ads, but you need a more manual system for vetting ads versus using an automated system like AdSense. So if you were actively selling ads, managing what ads were going up, where they're going, maybe it could work. But if you're using an automated tool like Google AdSense or potentially some other ad networks, it might not be the best fit because you don't always have control over what ads will display there. They could be competing products to what you're actually selling yourself. So Dylan, I hope that helps. I know I kind of gave you a yes and a no answer, but it really comes down to your business goals. From what you've said, it sounds like it's not appropriate. Now, it could be if you're using that ad placement and those banners to keep traffic on your site and direct people to the right products. But if your goals are conversion and selling products, you don't want to start detouring people away from that buy button. I think that's a good lesson that we can all kind of take away. I know there's always ways to make money, and for sure, I think you should always look at finding new ways to make revenue from the existing assets that you have in place, but not at the expense of your own business, or not at the expense of the core of your business and what's going to drive your revenue, or what's currently driving your revenue. So it's definitely something to keep in mind when you're looking at new initiatives to make sure it doesn't hurt your existing bottom line. So thank you, Dylan, for writing this week, and thank you all for listening and tuning in. And thank you so much if you've gone ahead and given me a rating in iTunes, Apple Podcasts, or wherever it is that you listen to podcasts. I truly appreciate it, and it helps me build the show and keep going. So until next time, thank you again for listening, and I'll talk to you again soon.